As a highly imaginative child, G N EYELL always loved her English lessons. She was born in London at the beginning of the swinging 60s, attending an all-girls grammar school where her short story writing flourished. She also studied art history, ancient Greek and Spanish. As soon as her son was grown, she started to fulfill, although be it in a small way, her ambition to explore Europe and its cultures. At the end of 2021, she published, in collaboration with Eurobox, her new novel entitled The Moon Ship. She's here connected with us today to introduce us to her new publication. Let's welcome G N EYELL. Hi, how are you? It's so good to have you here.
Hello, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.
Tell us something about your book, please, and your pseudonym. Why G N EYELL?
Well, I think it's quite obvious, really. It's a play on words, it's a pun. It's actually where I wrote the book, which is an Asian Isle.
What inspired you writing The Moon Ship?
Well, it was a strange experience, actually. I was holidaying on the island where I now happen to live. And it was the experience of what I actually wrote about in the book, the where the moon sets just as the sun is rising, and it was a truly magical experience. It was quite ethereal. I was staying in a bay on Syros, which actually lended a backdrop to this beautiful appearance of as the sun is rising, the moon is setting, which provided a very wide silver moon ray across a rose gold sea, Aegean Sea, streaked with azure and other colors, but rose gold. And it was so beautiful. There was actually a yacht that was staying in the bay at the time, and I remember that the people on the yacht were also quite taken by this actual sight of something is a natural thing, and it does actually happen. So I thought it was such a wonderful experience. It was magical. It felt magical, and I just had to write the story. It was, and really the story came from there. So I thought it an opportunity to inspire others about the heavens above, you know, particularly the relationship between the earth, the moon, and the sun is something that I've always been fascinated about.
Okay, so the story unusually covers a large time span, estranging itself from traditional fairy tales. Why is it?
Well, the love story is in the foreground, but in the background is the things really about everyday living. Georgiana, through her own actions, had to live out the consequences of a mistake that she made. And through that, she felt the deep sadness of unrequited love. But she got on with life, and she made the most of what there was. And it's really putting in the mundane, and which gave me an opportunity to lace it with exotic events. And it's just, I guess, about endurance, and this is why the time span was included.
Okay, and how much did your being on the Greek island where you live now, I believe it to be Syros, influence your writing?
Oh, largely, yes. The geography, definitely. For example, from many of the southwestern beaches of Syros, you can see this rock that, although I'm told it's circular, it's a rock, it's actually called Piperi, I think, meaning pepper. So you can get the idea of a pepper lying on its side, but this is exactly what it looks like. It looks like a piece of cheese, a wedge, and that actually, in my mind, in the story, became Barbaric Island. It's very pronounced in most lights at sunset. Gets a cloudy sky or bright sunshine, you can see this rock. And so I thought it deserved a part in the story, and it definitely helped to inspire the story and help it to progress as it did. There was other things as well. I think the insularity of island living, how we depend on the ferries, that definitely played a part, explaining how Georgiana did a tour of the island and how resourcefulness and making do with what one has sometimes is necessary. And this is certainly is a part of island living, which obviously crept into the story.
Thank you very much. Thank you, really, G N EYELL. We want to wish you very good luck with your book.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for the interview. Thank you.
Will the perfect Georgiana be able to break someone else's heart? Will Georgiana be able to achieve her happily ever after? Find it out purchasing your copy. The Moonship by G N EYELL is now available in bookstores and digital platforms, a publication by Eurobox.